Game over, bitches.
Empire is back.
Come on in.
Tonight, inside the Lion's Den.
This is Lucius's closet. And what Lucius don't know won't hurt him.
We're in Chicago for an exclusive set tour of TV's hottest show. Plus, inside Hot 97.
How you doing today, Rosenberg?
I'm good today, good today.
I think we're the best because there is no filter for any of us.
Meet the players behind New York's ultimate hip-hop station. And he's one of the most influential producers and DJs in hip-hop history. The legendary DJ Marley Marl is on the ones and twos.
In control.
Empire is back. Look at this. DJ Marley Marl in the house. We've got dancers. We are doing it.
What? Look at that.
Full steam ahead tonight.
Look at that. Wow. These dancers in our studio right now.
I love it.
Live.
All right, we are celebrating everything Empire tonight.
Yay,
and once again, we are thrilled to everybody to be with us. DJ Marley Marl, the dancers, Dari, Simone.
And Megan.
Megan Wright.
Hi, guys. To the After Empire special. And joining us tonight to talk about the most shocking moments of Empire premiere Season 2 is our own Simone Boyce. She took some behind-the-scenes tours. And of course, you know her. Yes. Hot 97 DJ, the very own Megan Wright.
Twinning with the same outfits here, too.
Yeah,
Very
we didn't
nice
coordinate this, but you know what? We realized we were going to be BFFs when we realized we had opposite favorite sides.
Yes.
So when we took
Opposite
photos,
So you guys are yin and yang.
we're in sync.
Exactly.
We're in sync.
All right, you know Megan, she's on air from 10 to 3 every day. Hot 97, bringing you all the hip-hop. All right, so earlier tonight, the great thing about our job is we got to watch the episode ahead of the rest of the world.
We had our own little Empire viewing party tonight. Let's take a look at some of the recaps.
Why don't you take your little sweater off so she can see your sexy body?
That looks awkward.
Twerk it. No, not tweeting, Steve.
Twerk it, tweet it.
On brand.
Come on.
On brand.
That was twerking. Give me a break. So let's talk about the start of the season. We're getting out of the gates hot. Marissa Tomei is a new character.
Oscar winner, my cousin
amazing.
Vinny.
I love this character that she
great.
plays. You know, this episode, for me, was a bit of a tame reintroduction to Empire. I think they're just setting the stage, putting the different keys in place, but it was a little bit tame for me.
Well, I think you're right, and I think part of it is because, you know, Empire people kind of caught on slowly to it, and all of a sudden it was like in your face. FX had a recap, you know, they had a marathon, and then a new audience is coming. And so they were kind of showing you the different characters. I mean, Anika twerking, I would have never expected to see her like that.
I would have. Yeah, from Boo
So you
Kitty.
knew she had it in her. You knew she had it in her.
Absolutely, absolutely. She didn't surprise me this episode at all. She just made me really mad.
Absolutely. All right, and we know this season is all about the cameos and guest stars, and we were curious to see them rolled out, and this was definitely, I think, the biggest one of episode 1, season 2. These are huge cameos.
Chris Rock playing against type. He's a hard gangster.
That's what I was gonna say. Here's the thing. I didn't expect that role from him though.
I didn't either.
I thought, you know, funny guy. So it's gonna be, well, I would say it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but I think it's done for him, right?
Well, I think it's a wrap.
After this episode, I think it's a wrap. But
you know,
we'll leave it at that, right.
The thing that was so funny about it is we were watching, and I think we all expected for him to, like, bust a grin.
Yeah.
Because it's so, you know, Chris Rock, he's the ultimate ironic comedian.
I thought he was going to do stand-up in the prison yard. That's what I was waiting for the whole time.
He played the opposite of a stand-up comedian.
He really did.
And, you know, I was convinced after a while. A few scenes later, I was like, okay.
And dropping hints that he's a cannibal type
throughout.
You know what? Let's point out who noticed that first, though.
Steve-O.
Okay, you did.
But
yes,
you did.
I did my research.
Yeah.
You did your
You
research.
can Google that. They had to soft pedal it a little bit in the final edit of the show, but apparently he plays a cannibal, which you can tell if you look through the fine
like hints in
clips
the
on
whole,
that. Exactly.
I wonder
right.
whose idea that was. It sounds like it could have been Chris Rock's. Like, I want to play a cannibal gangster.
If they're gonna do it, let's go all out.
Right, exactly. It's Empire.
Right. Now, this was one of the great lines of the night. I think this next clip here, we were all rolling when we saw this.
Well, you look like Mr. T.
Ain't nobody come all the way out here to play no games with you, Lucius.
Why y'all looking like Mr. T referencing the necklaces?
All that jewelry, man. All that jewelry. And you know that outfit. She had a long day in that outfit, too. That was a long day for her. Got a lot done.
But I feel like Lucius stole the show with the one-liners tonight.
Agreed. He had the cookie lines tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, you said that. I was about to say that. You did notice that, and definitely you too. He was running away with the show.
I don't think she's not going to let this happen the whole season, though. I'm Team Cookie. Team Cookie.
Me too.
I really think tonight was all about Jamal. We really get to see his transformation, and it seems like if you look at what Lucius might have been like as a young man, Jamal seems to be picking up some of his tendencies as he's taking over the Empire.
Wow.
I like it.
I don't like it.
All right. Well, he was a big part of one of the cameos tonight. So let's look at our final clip from our watching party.
Been dancing on the floor, darling, and I feel like I need some more, and I feel your body close to mine, and I know my love, it's about that time to make me feel mighty real.
We're trying to figure out who that is, and we figured it out.
Miss Lawrence.
Right.
She is a hairstylist, celebrity hairstylist from Atlanta.
Yeah, fashion blogger, fashion.
Real Housewives.
I feel like I've seen her on the Housewives.
It's just interesting, all these cameos, like, who's going to be next?
I know.
So many people. But I think Mariah Carey's coming on this season. Pitbull. I'm losing track of all the names.
From Hot 97, I saw on our Instagram, Funk Flex is going to be on there, too.
Oh, nice.
I'm waiting for that episode. I'm waiting for that one.
Absolutely. All right, well, along those lines, it is the place for hip-hop in New York City.
Of course, we're talking about Hot 97. And up next, our Simone takes us behind the scenes of Ebro in the Morning.
All right, and DJ Marley Marl here with the EXPG New York Dance Studio. We're going to talk to him about his legendary career and what he's up to today. He is live in the studio with us. This is crazy.
Tricky, you sexy devil. And this must be Miss Whiteman. Call me Mimi. And I love your drag, Mimi. It's screaming I'm dripping with money and I know how to spend it.
Easy, Mom.
Don't you easy, mommy, boy. I know what I'm doing.
All right, there you have it, some cookie bites.
That's right. When you think of radio, hip-hop radio here in New York City, you obviously think about Hot 97.
And our Simone voice takes us behind the scenes of a very hot morning show, Ebro in the Morning.
The hottest, some would say the hottest. Ebro Darden knows the business inside and out, having worked as Hot 97's program director, then handpicked by Apple Music to host Beats One Radio. And of course, he's the voice many New Yorkers wake up with on Ebro in the Morning. Here's a day in the life of one of the most respected names in the industry.
A typical day for Hot 97 consists of me waking up at 4:30. I kiss my lady and get in the car and come to work.
You got it on Ebro in the Morning. Laura Stiles, Rosenberg. Laura, how you doing this morning?
Hi, I feel good. It's funny because we're all like grumpy and quiet and just trying to get coffee, but as soon as we turn on the mics, it's like go time.
How you doing today, Rosenberg?
I'm good today. Good today.
I think we're the best because there is no filter for any of us. We answer everything honestly.
Woo! Somebody's lying.
Wake up, New York.
Hey, yo, wake up!
Ebro in the Morning.
Ladies and gents, the legendary Ebro Darden.
Thank you.
Joining us.
It's a hefty title you put there. Nice intro. Thank you.
You've worn a lot of hats in your time here at Hot 97.
I don't have any hair, so I got to keep wearing hats.
Literally as well.
Hot 97 Rain.
When I started in radio, I've always been on the air first. I moved into programming radio stations in the late 90s, turned on some radio stations in California. I came back on the air in 2012.
Yo, this got crazy.
When do you think you first started to identify with hip-hop music?
By 1987, I'm 12 years old, right? So I remember the first NWA release. I remember, when, Eric B. for President came out.
Who do you think are the most exciting new voices in hip hop right now?
Oh man, Drake, Meek, Kendrick, J. Cole. You know, that's the, you know, quickly becoming the top tier of the generation right now.
It feels like you're on a mission right now, musically.
I'm glad you said that, because
I'll just tell you right now, I don't really even like interviews. Like,
you don't?
I don't like them.
Why not?
I feel like when you're interviewing people, it's almost like going on a date. Like, I don't know anything about you. You may know something about me, and I gotta sit down and you're gonna give me some, you know, rehearsed answers about whatever it is, agenda that you're on or trying to whatever.
So if they were to say you're an imposter, your response?
I guess I am an imposter.
I think that's how the listeners look at me, as a guy who's weathered the storm, been in a lot of battles, you know, created opportunities for artists to be superstars, as well as gotten into issues with artists, right? So I'm someone that people can count on. I'm gonna give them my opinion whether people like it or not.
What is the conversation that you're having about hip hop just overall?
You know, I would say that, you know, for me, the most frustrating thing is the lack of diversity in music on mainstream radio is a frustration for me. Entertainment is just that, it's entertainment. And those of us inside entertainment want people to digest things at a rate that we digest them, and that's just not reality. You're really up here to entertain people and engage with them every day. It's not your job to not play a song even though you dislike it. You play the songs that the people want. It's important to me that, you know, I make them feel like they got somebody they can speak to. You know what I mean? And somebody that knows what's going on in their lives.
Yo, my man, what's your name?
True legend in the radio and music community in general. I mean, he's having worked on all aspects of it. He's just got this amazing comprehensive view of how everything works and where we are with hip hop today. It was fascinating talking to him.
Yeah, radio in the morning. It's a very intimate relationship with your listeners, for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, thanks, Simone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Empire fans, have you ever thought about what it would be like to step into the lion's den?
All right, stop wondering. Simone's going to take us there onto the set of Empire coming up.
And then, of course, we've got DJ Marley Marl right there in the house spinning for us tonight. We are so lucky. And coming up, we're going to check in with a legendary international sensation DJ.
Whoa! Hey!
Welcome back, everybody, to our After Empire special. We've been telling you all night that the legendary DJ Marley Marl is with us.
Queen's in the house.
Queen's in the house, yes. But you know what? We need to be fair because you're also a legendary producer. You have been behind, the name behind some outstanding hits over the last.
Wow.
What? How many years?
I would say over 40 years of hits.
Right, and you were there for the birth of hip hop.
Yes.
And one of the interesting things I saw you mention in an interview is the fact that you never know what's going to be a hit. The public has to hear it.
The public has to make that decision because we're always in the studio. We never really know, but when the public gets it, that's when you really know where it's going.
Okay, so if you can think in your head, what was something that became a hit that you weren't sure was gonna be a hit? What surprised you?
What really surprised me was Mama Said Knock You Out with LL Cool J.
That was incredible.
Because, you know, when we made that record, you know, it was, you know, we was doing a lot of other records. We were just coming from Jingle and Baby, Around the Way Girl, and a lot of other things on that album. And when we made that one, it was like, hey, you know, maybe it's gonna hit. But when the public heard it, it was phenomenal.
That's right, Grammy winning, the whole thing. It all sort of goes back to James Brown, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, it does. The essence of James Brown is what I kind of brought into hip hop through sampling. Yeah, through sampling, because I always noticed that when you sample a James Brown record, there's such a reaction when you know, as a DJ and you put it on. So I was like, hey, let me take some of that energy and put it into some of my productions.
Okay, and just real fast to let folks know, you produce classic songs for Eric B. and Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, Roxanne Shante, LL, like we said, Mama Said Knock You Out.
Heavy D too.
Heavy D,
yes,
Mary J. I mean,
everybody.
Jay-Z,
everybody. Can't forget Jay.
And what's your take on Empire?
What did I take on Empire? I think it's going to be a great season. I'm happy to be here, and I need to come back next time. Let's do this again.
You're coming back. You're in the fam.
Are we here?
You're in the fam, and you brought dancers with us.
Oh, of course.
With you too.
That's my guys. They were especially from, I said it from Avex Gym down in Lower Manhattan. It goes down in Exile Gym. You can see them at Exile Gym. They're down in Lower Manhattan.
Okay, and you know what? We should also say you're on the radio, and you're on the radio with somebody that's also that you made famous and produced, Roxanne.
Oh yeah, me and Roxanne, we do Golden Era Radio. You know, whenever she's in town, she comes through. And I'm on the air every day with Shayla on the #1 show. Y'all made us #1. Me and Shayla are #1 on WBLS. It goes down every day, 12 noon with your boy DJ Legend.
Amazing. Marley Marl, it is an honor and a privilege to have you here. We appreciate you being with us.
We love you.
Awesome stuff.
You are a New York institution.
Right, cool.
And still going.
Hey,
still going.
Hey, like that,
Much more to come.
like that bunny.
That's right.
Keep it moving. All right, perfect. All right, well, we're going to go behind the scenes next on the set of Empire. We mentioned Simone was there. Look at her, pulling knobs.
Oh, and
Cookie's
she's
closet.
also in Cookie's closet. I know you're going to love to see that. We're coming up next. More Empire.
You over there crying like Tammy Faye Baker? Get your ass together. Get them kids and go to Lucius.
That's where I'm watching next week.
I'm telling you.
I want the invite. All right, fans of Empire, as you saw there, excited at a viewing party in Bed-Stuy tonight. They packed the house at the Rustic Tavern to watch the season 2 premiere. Very exciting.
All right. Ever wonder what it's like to be behind the scenes of the set of Empire? Well, Simone Boyce is here. She got a lucky tour.
Yeah, this was incredible.
Incredible
This is like
access.
the center of the TV world you were at.
Oh my gosh, incredible access that we had. Yeah, it's shot in Chicago, and they build these massive sets for all the rooms. The Fox publicists probably want to kill me because I didn't want to leave. I left no stone unturned, making myself right at home in the Lion Mansion and all over the Empire headquarters.
You make me feel mighty real.
Welcome to the Lion residence. Come on in. Let me show you around. This is the living room, aka the Lion Den, where all the family drama goes down.
Get out.
I could get used to this. Just living life in glimmering gold splendor. This is Lucius's closet. And what Lucius don't know won't hurt him. See, it makes sense. That don't smell like cookies. You guys know this room. This is the central axis of power, Lucius Lyon's office. Just the layout of this room. His chair, his desk is raised on this platform and kind of reflects how he feels about real life, I would imagine. Everything else is beneath Lucius.
You can't have him.
Welcome to the Empire Hit Factory. This is where all the magic happens. We see Lucius's platinum records on the wall. So many amazing songs have been made right there and out here.
I'm gonna keep it. You won't get what's mine.
It's just amazing how real they make everything look. And I also rated Cookie's closet, so look out for that next week.
All right, good.
All right, that's going to do it for our After Empire special tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Simone. Thank you, Megan Wright, for being with us. And of course, thank you,
Marley Marl.
The legendary.
The legend. Amazing. Have a good night.
See you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you, our dancers.
Yeah.
We love you.